Bonjour! Today's verb is prendre. Prendre means to take, and it's a very useful verb when you are wanting to order in a restaurant, in a cafe, because you use prendre instead of saying to have for food and drink, as well as using it for lots of other things that we'll look at today. Hope you find it useful. The verb prendre, to take, is not too difficult to conjugate. It's not as weird as some of the other ones we've seen. So we start off with je prends, je prends. We don't finish the D sound here. We say je prends, je prends. Our mouth is left open at the end. Je prends. I take, I'm taking. And you can use that if you want to order food, we'll see in a second, that you can keep it in this present tense. Je prends, I'm taking the whatever. I'll take the whatever. Tu prends, same sound. Tu prends, same sound, same spelling. Tu prends. Je prends. Tu prends. Qu'est-ce que tu prends? What are you going to take? Il, elle, on prend. Exactly the same sound again, just no S on the end when we're spelling it. On prend. Il prend. Elle prend. He's having, he's taking. Nous prenons. Nous prenons. There's our ONS that we used to sing with nous. Nous prenons. Back to the infinitive, those first few letters. Okay, first four letters. Nous prenons. We're taking. Vous prenez. Vous prenez. Again, same thing. We're back to these first four letters of the infinitive here, and then we've got EZ for vous again. That's back to normal service being resumed. It's just faire that was a bit weird, wasn't it, with fête, but vous prenez has the EZ on the end. You take. And then the last one is il and elle, and here this is the only one that goes double N. Okay, the others all stick with their single N's like in the infinitive, but il or elle goes to a double N because we need to make a harder N sound at the end here. So it sounds like this: ils prennent, ils prennent. And yes, there is an ENT on the end, but the ENT on the end of a verb is silent. So ils prennent. It means we finish hard on the sound of this N sound. So these three we finished with our mouth open. Je prends, tu prends, il prend. This one, the bottom one, prennent, our tongue is touching the top of the roof of our mouth and we're really closing that N sound. Prennent. Prends, 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 prennent. Prends, 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 prennent. Practice it. So the most useful way that we're using prendre is when we are ordering. So just like in English we would say, I'll have a coffee, I'll have a salad. In French, we use take. I'll take a coffee, I'll take a salad, I'll take a glass of wine. So we don't use avoir here, we use prendre. So we would say, je prends un café. On prend une bouteille de vin. Tu prends un café? Vous prenez du vin? So that idea of food, drink, to take, to have it, we have to take it. Okay? So prends when you're ordering. It's a really useful one. Another useful way to use prendre is to talk about what transport you're taking, how you're getting to places. So, je prends la voiture is I'm taking the car, I'm going by car. On prend l'avion, we're going by plane, we're taking the plane. And if you remember from a couple of videos ago, we were talking about aller, that when you want to say you want to fly somewhere or you want to drive somewhere, unless you are the one doing the driving or the one that's doing the flying, then you take the transport. So, je prends le train, je prends le ferry, on prend le ferry. Vous prenez l'avion? Are you taking the plane? Oui, oui, on prend l'avion. Another thing that we use prendre for is if we're taking things with us. So, for example, we might say, je prends un parapluie. I'm taking my umbrella. Je prends un manteau. I'm going to take a coat. Je prends mon portable. I'm just going to take my phone. Vous prenez les clés? Are you taking the keys? Okay. So, prends, just like in English, this one really, where we would use it with an object. And the last one is a little bit more idiomatic in that it doesn't translate completely. So the first and important one that we might want to use prendre for, that we don't use prendre for in English, is rendezvous, an appointment. So if you wanted to make an appointment, we make an appointment in English, but you take an appointment in French. So we would say, bonjour, je prends rendezvous avec le docteur. Yeah, I'm taking an appointment, I'm making an appointment, taking an appointment with the doctor. Je prends rendezvous. Vous prenez rendezvous? Are you making an appointment? Are you taking an appointment? On prend des vacances. We're taking a holiday. we're going on holiday. Je prends des médicaments. Same thing in English, really, isn't it? I take medication. Je prends des médicaments. On prend une décision. We're taking a decision. So you take a decision in French, you don't make it. Je prends des cours. Je prends des cours. I'm taking lessons. Je prends des cours de français. I'm taking French lessons. So les cours, des cours is lessons. A little recap then. Prendre is used with food and drink. It's also used with meals. So it's ordering or talking about meals. So je prends un café, on prend une salade, je prends le dîner, je prends le petit déjeuner. Very useful for dining out or going out and sitting in a cafe and having something nice to drink in the cafe. Prendre plus transport. So je prends le bus, il prend le train. Very useful for navigating public transport and also just talking about how you're getting places when you're travelling around. Prendre plus an object. Je prends un parapluie. Il prend ses clés. Useful for when you're saying I'm just going to get my keys. I'm going to take my umbrella. Prendre des vacances, des décisions, kind of a bit more idiomatic. Remember, we also use prendre rendez-vous. Take an appointment. Prendre rendez-vous. And that's it for today's lesson. If you would like to download the free accompanying PDF for this video, it is just in the link below here. You'll see the description of the video and there will be a link you can click. It'll take you to my website and you can download it. Okay?